this is Chantal from the Purring Cat Studio and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to create with you a tab journal. What it is, from the way I understand it, or maybe the tab journal is not the right expression. See this is usually the kind of paper you will use to make your journals, you know, like, well, this or smaller or a little bigger, but you know, like you'll fold many and they'll become your signatures, right? And you sew in the middle or however you decide to attach your pages. It could be an elastic. But what happens when the bunch of papers that you love are only this size? And yes, of course you can make small little journals, but I want to use it as is. I mean, look at this. It's ledger paper and it's so cute. I want to use it like that, in a journal about this size. How am I supposed to attach it? So this is where the tabs come in very handy. There are, it's called fabric tapes, and I saw some scrumptious ones that I do want to purchase. But this is today and I don't have them. So how are we going to go around this little problem? Well, if you want to find out, how about we meet on the other side of the intro? Okay, so as I was explaining in the intro, I do not possess the fabric tape. So it would be a little bit like, you know, washi tape, except instead of being washi, it would be fabric. So since I did not have any, I made some of my own. The process is a little longer, but it's just the same. It's just as beautiful. And I'm going to back up here a little bit. So here it is. So mostly for this, like, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I stopped at this amount of pages because it was my first time ever trying and I didn't want it to take forever. And also I know I need to make another one to show you. And so I really loved how the binding looks scrumptious. It's really beautiful. I use mostly Tim Holtz papers, but I also, and look at this, this is beautiful. And I never knew what to do with this image because I had nowhere to put it. It's just this size of page, and usually it probably would have ended up or glued to a regular signature, you know, the paper that we fold in half and make a journal page out of, or pinned to it, or I don't know what else, because it was so beautiful and I kept it and I didn't want to use it. I had purchased these, I think they're called Smash books, and they had many beautiful papers, but I realized quickly this was not my type of journals to work in. I was attracted by the pages, but not to work into them. So I ripped a couple pages out and tried to use them somewhere else. So anyways, what I'm trying to say with this big old parenthesis is that doing this kind of binding gave me freedom to go outside my usual box. What I mean is, yes, the style will still be vintage, but it allowed me for more colors and maybe eclectic or different pieces I never would have known what to do with or where to put them in, other than, like I said, glued to a regular signature page. Whereas now I just put it with the tabs, and look, I ripped it out, and I love this. I even have a punch that does this effect, so I really love it. I just love this. And of course I added my own little twist, which is a pocket like so, and it holds with the tabs as well. And I'm just going to go through and then I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so of course this is not decorated, and I think that if we have time and the video is not too long and I'm still feeling creative, I will keep going and just proceed to the decorating, because I do want to finish this. I think this has the potential to look very, very yummy. So so there it is. The reason I put a piece of paper here, well, first I think the paper here matches this, but I didn't like the image that was on the green paper. It didn't match the whole style. So this is plain orange. Of course, it's the reverse of this, so that also needs some enhancements and decorations. Fear not. This was taken from a book that I have, an old book. I love it. I even love the back, but I hope you can see right away how I felt more free. This type of binding gives me freedom to use different types of papers, and I even have more that I could have easily added. I just stopped myself. But I could still make this bigger if I wanted, I think. But I don't know. For now, I guess I'll leave it, but it just inspired me to do more is what I'm saying. I really love this type of binding. It's really solid. The pages flip so easily, as you can see. And the freedom, my goodness, I know I'm going to say this a lot. I'm going to feel like I'm repeating myself, and I am. The freedom, because like I said, a lot of times I'll have this beautiful piece of page or an image from a magazine, and I don't know, like I said, other than gluing it to, like, let's say a piece of that's my paper I do all my stamping and coloring on. Other than having it like a piece of 8.5 by 11 on which I would have glued this, which is still nice, or pinned it with a little Tim Holtz clip, or I would not have known what to do with a loose page that's not big enough to fold in half and put in a signature. So this type of binding gives me so much freedom that I will purchase the roll of fabric tape, because I like doing my own, but it's just a little too time consuming. So it'd be easier if it was just already done for me. Nevertheless, I will show you, and it's not the end of the world, and it's doable for everyone. So that's the good thing. I mean, look at that. And it flips so easily. And I love, again, how much freedom it allowed me to just grab pages from this little book, like I said, a smash book, I think it's called, and rip the pages out and just use them. And then again, Tim Holtz, and another little pocket in the end. And there it is. I think it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to decorate it. So, oh yeah, look at this. It's beautiful, it's solid, and you could go on and make it as thick as the pages you have to do. It just takes more prep to cut pieces of fabric. So what I've done personally is I just use a piece of fabric and stamped everywhere. Stamp, 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 stamp. Also, though, let me just go grab some. I have a lot, but I'll just grab a few to show you. Instead of grabbing a plain beige piece of fabric and stamping, I easily just could have cut a few pieces of all kinds of fabric to make different tabs, as long as I feel they, fit the color scheme that I'm trying to do. I have a lot more than these, so I easily could have done that as well. Why not? It's beautiful and colorful. I might actually do that in another journal that I will make. I'm feeling that it would be very lovely to have different pieces of fabric, different colors. But for now, I will stick to this just because I already stamped it and I want to show you. So it's easy peasy. You cut anywhere. You cut the width of the fabric you think would be nice for tabs. And one. And I'll keep going. There. That looks like it's pretty much the same width to me, anyways. Not always, but it, like you know me, I don't like perfection. I think it's better when it's not perfect. So there we go. Okay. So I will cut them to about, I don't know, this looks, I don't know if I can rip it because it's thick now. Oh, I kind of can, but I think it's easier almost to cut them. So I will make a bunch of little squares. I might just cut because it's easier than ripping. Yeah, those look the same. Perfect. I eyeball it. As long as it's not too much difference, because then you don't want the tab to block one another, right? So there, nice little bunch. Whoops, this moved. Okay. I feel like this one keeps moving. Yeah. Maybe it's a little shorter. That's okay. We'll work with that. Doesn't matter. I feel the last one might be a little big, so I might have to trim. Because it is a lot. Yeah, it's a little too much, you know, to justify leaving it there. Because I really don't want it to interfere with the others. Okay. Perfect. We have a nice little stash of tabs. Now, of course, like I said, if it was Tim Holtz, I don't know if other companies make them, by the way. So far, I only know about the fabric tape from Tim Holtz. And because they're pre-glued, so it's easy. It's just like washi tape. You pull, you cut all the same length to create these, and you're good to go. For us, we will have to add glue. But we don't mind, do we? Okay, so now I'm going to go choose a bunch of papers. Okay, so I chose papers, and I'm very happy to announce that my digital papers and Tim Holtz paper go very well together. So Mr. Tim Holtz, if you ever see this video, I'm kidding, of course. I think he's got better things to do. But these are Tim Holtz papers, and these are mine. And then I chose just a random page out of a book. I really love it. Another, this time I did cut out the, I don't know, it was like to house the binding. I cut it off just because I felt like it. And these are my papers as well. And of course the back of it. And this is just another random page. Now, when I don't like the back of the page, I will eventually fix it. So I might stain it a tiny bit. I might cover it with tissue papers like these. Why not? I might do some stenciling. Like, there's all kinds of possibility, but right now I just want to show you how to bind these pages that are loose pages with tabs, especially when you don't have the fabric tape. So that's another page from a book, just like that. Those are my papers, and of course my papers, the reverse. And that's another page I ripped out of a smash journal or smash book. I'm not sure what the real term is. And see, I don't like this. I have nothing against llama, it just doesn't fit what I'm trying to do. So this will probably get covered with white gesso, and then I'll add some tissue paper. But I really love this. This is amazing. This is yummy is what this is. I mean, hello. Love, love, love it. And this is my papers. So the reverse is also my papers. That's another page I tore off that smash book thingy. And I don't think pink fit like matches anything. So I'm probably going to get rid of the back. And these are Tim Holtz, and there we go. So I think we have a very nice selection of paper. And as I mentioned, don't worry if there's only one side that you like. You can always change the other side of the paper. So like a little bit like I showed you at the beginning, right? In the example book. Yeah, this page I really didn't like what was in the middle. I just added a piece of paper. Of course, I'm not done. I'm probably going to do some stenciling to balance this piece of paper. It's going to be fabulous. And when I'm done this video today, I'll have 2 books to decorate. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so I'm hoping I will be able to explain this clearly. It would be a lot easier if these were fabric tapes, but they're not, so it doesn't matter. Choose which page you want in front. I put my pages in order of what I wanted them to be. So I will need 3. Whoops, these are, yep. I will need 3 of these from my first page, right? So if these were tape, I would tape them right here, and I'm gonna need a third one anyways, and then I would grab another one right here, and I would grab another one right there. But I don't have the tape ones, so for now I'm just going to flip this over because I know I want to glue them right here. So I will do that first. So I will apply glue right here. I'm going like this so the glue doesn't seep through, and like so. That's the first tab. The third one right in the middle, so I will need right about here. And just so we are clear, for anyone that knows me, even if I did have the fabric tape, I would still not probably cut them totally evenly, because that's me. I don't really, it's not that I don't like things that are perfect. I mean, of course they're pretty. I have nothing against them. It's just not necessarily what I like to do. So I just, do whatever. So this would be your first page of, with tabs. And I don't know if you noticed, but it fits, this whole printing on fabric thing fits the whole, I mean, look at the pages. Look how they're done. This is probably from, like, this is like an address, probably on a bill. And then you have these drawing of leaves, and then you have bird cages. Now you have birds over here, and this is like some type of bill. I can see an amount, and this is like, I don't know, old wallpaper of some sort, and this is ledger paper. Like I mean, those papers are just magnificent, and it matches the I want to say eclectic all the time, but I don't even know if that's the word. It's a bunch of things that are not necessarily the same, but they do fit. So yeah, I think this is perfect. So this is the other side of that page. Now we have to make tabs for this page. So this page, I want it to flip this way, and I need tabs in the middle of those 3. So on this page, I will glue 2 tabs. So I'll take 2, whichever, it doesn't matter. It's all, oops, ma'am. I do just want 1, however. Okay, so this is the part where I even get confused, so bear with me. So this has to be glued right here because it has to fit in the middle of these 2 ones, okay? So I don't want to zoom in because I have a fear you might, yeah, it doesn't give you the whole picture, and I think you need the whole picture. So I need 1 here, and I will need 1 here, okay, like so. So I know I want to glue them right there, remember? See, I want it to look like this, so I will just take my 2 tabs and glue them right here, because I know that's the middle, like both my pages are aligned, so I know I'm doing, this is exactly where they need to go, like so. You want them to be able to fit in the middle of these because you don't want them to interfere with each other. When you, like, turn the pages, flip the pages, I think you say, flip the pages. Okay. Don't put too much glue because it'll seep through, and when you put the page back in here, your pages will stick together. So don't press on anything just yet because this is fabric, right? So now we have those 2. So we just added the 2 tabs to this page, right? Look, this page has 2 tabs. The first page has 3. So what we will do is we align our pages. Everything's lined up. Beautiful. And now I will glue the first 3 ones. If this was already glued fabric tape, we would just flip them over, but it is not. So we will do it by hand. So we are gluing this one. Just a very thin layer of glue, it'll do. We're gluing this one. And this one. And now we have our first 2 pages binded together. Easy peasy. There we go. Okay. Now this is the next page that will go like so. So there's 2 tabs. That means now I have to go back to 3. So I will need one right here. I will need one right there. And I will, oops, not 2. And I will need one right here. So that's the page, and I want it to flip this way. So I will turn it around just to make it easy on myself. And I will glue my tabs again. So tab number 1. Tab number 2. And tab number 3. Okay. So now we remember I want the page to flip this way, so I will sit this right here. And because this page has 3 tabs, we will grab the 2 tabs to glue to this page. So now I'm gluing the 2 tabs like this. And this one. There. Okay. Just going to give it a second. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, and the first page. That is done. Okay. Like so. See? Now we have 3 tabs, which means the next page will only have 2 tabs. One here and one there, like so. 1 and 2. So I want my page to be this way. I don't know why I put it upside down, it doesn't matter. So I want it this way, right? So I will turn it around. Make sure this one is shorter, it's okay. I will align it in the middle of this length, as long as the 2 tabs are aligned with the other 2 tabs. So they are. So I will start gluing. One tab. And 2 tabs. There we go. So now I'm going to flip it because that's where I want it. And I'm going to make sure the tabs are aligned with the other ones. They are. See, there's a little less here, a little more there. It really doesn't matter. Unless it matters to you, but to me, it is perfect the way it is. So this is the page with the 2 tabs. See? So it means I'm pulling the 3 tabs in. So there we go. Now this tab won't touch any paper. So I'm just going to put glue on this, right? This part here, because this is shorter. Okay, it happens. I didn't have all the same paper, but the beauty of this is that I can pull papers from all kinds of leftovers I had and books and make a journal with it, whereas otherwise, if I was folding these pages to put in a signature, I wouldn't be able to use those pages other than glue them or attach them somehow to the journal, you know, the signature itself. Here they become pages on their own, and I really am excited about that. There, see, this part is not glued. Just be careful, because remember, if I had put glue all the way, I don't know if you see that, had I put glue all the way to the top, it would have glued to this page, because this page is a little shorter. So just be mindful of that. Other than that, see, it's all good. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit more. So I do hope you understand. Let me do one more and then maybe in fast forward, I don't know. I just don't want to, bore you. So this is my next page. So I want it to be this way. And because this page has two, that means I have to put 3 tabs on this one. So I will flip it because that's the way I want it to appear when we flip the pages, like so. And I want 1 tab, 2 tabs, and 3 tabs, like so. And now we'll glue. Also make sure that the pages are aligned, the ones that are the same size, obviously. The other ones, it doesn't matter. Okay, whoops, I think I went too low. Okay, so I'm gonna put some glue, put a tab, more glue. Okay. Oops. Stuck to my finger instead of the paper. Okay, so we want it to flip this way. So we're going to go right here. Like so. Everything's lined up. So now we're folding because this page we just did has 3 tabs. That means I'm folding the one that has 2. Like so. And there we go. We have another page attached to our journal. This is really, really good. And there we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages to go. I don't think you need to see me do all of them. So I don't know. Do I put in fast forward or... Well, we'll see how I decide in editing. So when we meet again with my voice, all the pages will be attached. Okay, so for the last page, you do not need to add any tabs because you will finish with the last 3 ones. So unless you want to keep going, of course you will keep going as we have done since from the beginning. So what we will do, since I've decided that was my last page, I will finish with these 3 tabs. And there we go. Go, and there we go. I must say, I am rapidly falling in love with this way of doing, and I had seen it before, and I was very intimidated by it. And now that I've done it, not once but twice in a day, because I did the first one to show you, and then I thought it would be better. Like I was just like going to tell you what I'd done. I said, no, I need to show. And yeah, look at this. Look how beautiful. And of course, this could keep, like we could go on and on and on and on. See? This is so beautiful and it's so solid. I love it. Look at this. Let's flip the pages. I am in love. I am in love. And I hope you noticed that when the page was shorter, I was very mindful to only put glue on a part of the tab and not the rest of it, so that it wouldn't glue to the page behind. So if you have different size pages, just try and remember that. And in the end, look, see, let me zoom in for you. Okay, see this? The tab is coming over the page here, but I didn't put glue, and it still glues on the rest of the page, and it's fine. It doesn't change anything. So just remember that some places you will have you know, like a little extra, like right here again, see, there's a tiny bit of extra fabric, and that's okay. I didn't glue it, otherwise it would have glued on this page and then our pages would be stuck together. And just like that, you have a wonderful page, a wonderful journal, and the pages flip so easily. This is extremely addictive. Like, wow, now I have 2 to decorate, and I must say I'm very happy because I'm like I can't wait to decorate now. I'm so excited. Now I'm wondering if this one doesn't have the pockets yet because we just did it, but I'm thinking I will add pockets throughout the journal, not only at the beginning and the end, but maybe right in the middle, because this is so easy. Look at this. It is so super easy. Wow, very easy. I love it. I hope you've enjoyed it. It wasn't a super long tutorial. Now I will make a follow-up, meaning I think I will film while I decorate, because this is a brand new style of journal and I want to give you as many ideas as possible, because yes, this is just, I really love that I can choose different papers, and I'm really happy to know that my papers go extremely well with Tim Holtz papers. What a beautiful match. I really love it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will stop here today because all I really wanted was to give you the base of how to do a tab binding journal. And as you can see, even if you don't have the fabric tape, all you need to do is take your time, cut tiny pieces of fabric. For me, I think these is probably the equivalent of, let me take my tape measure, not my tape measure, my ruler. I think 1 by 1, but I didn't measure, as you saw. I just did it whatever, right? So this, yeah, it seems to be 1 inch by 1 inch. That's all you need. Now, of course, there's washi tape, right? The beautiful washi tapes. I, however, am unsure of how long these would stay because we all love our washi tapes. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee they would stick and stay stuck for a long time. I love washi tape and I've purchased so many. I must say, however, I don't use them because I have to put glue. It's okay. I don't mind putting glue. I'm just saying, however, for this, what's the point? If I'm going to put glue, then I'm going to use fabric. But that's just me. You can always try with washi tape. Maybe yours is really sticky. Of course, use what you have. And I used blank, beige, very light fabric, and I stamped on them. But as I showed in the beginning, I mean, you can use whatever fabrics you have and make it even more fun and more colorful. So I hope you get inspired by this video, and I hope you run with it, create your own. And how about we meet next time soon, maybe while I decorate or in another video. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye bye.